Hey brewers, it's Paul here, and today I'm going to show you how to bottle your beer from a keg using a beer gun. Got a couple of tips for you as well. A lot of people complain that they get a lot of foam when they use a beer gun, so I have a couple of tips that'll prevent that from happening. Number one, you want to get your bottles really cold. I stick mine in the freezer for about an hour before doing this. If they're warm, what's going to happen is your beer is more than likely cold. It's going to hit the warm bottle, that's going to make it foam. So that's one way to reduce that. I'm going to hook this up to my keg here. Now obviously you want to make sure your bottle filler and your bottles are cleaned and sanitized. I'm going to purge my keg. I'm going to hook up my CO2 tank to the keg at roughly 2 psi. And then I'm going to hook up the CO2 to my beer gun. There's different ways you can do this. A lot of times it'll ship with just a barb and you can put the CO2 tubing to the barb. What I did is I unscrewed the barb and I added a Duo-Tight MFL adapter that would allow me to go to a piece of Everberia tubing, and then I put another Duo-Tight adapter that lets me go to a ball lock disconnect. Just makes it easier. So we'll connect that. And I'm gonna go grab my bottles out of the freezer and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my bottles, they're nice and cold. First thing I'm gonna do is just pour myself a glass of beer. That way you have something to drink while you're doing this, and also it's gonna get my beer gun cold. Set that off to the side. So now we have our beer gun hooked up, and there's two triggers. The big one here is gonna dispense the beer, and the smaller one here, I don't know if you can hear that, is gonna put the CO2, or flush CO2 into your bottles so they'll keep longer. So grab my cold bottle. I would suggest getting something to put your bottles in. This is a bit of a messy process. And we'll hit it with a couple seconds of CO2. Then you're gonna wanna cap on some foam here. So there's a little bit of foam here, but not that much. And then we'll just get our capper ready here. And there you go. Since the bottle is purged with CO2, it should stay good for quite a while. And if I'm bottling off a keg for competition, I like to use plastic bottles like this. That way if I'm shipping them, there's less chance of them getting broken. Another thing, if you're getting a lot of foam with your beer gun, it's possible that your beer line, the liquid line, is too short. I'm running, I think about 8 feet here. Go. So again, a little bit of foam, but not that much. A lot of times I'll see people, they have like half a beer bottle of foam. So basically, you just want to make sure that your bottles are cold. You're pushing about 2 psi. And that's really all there is to it. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Cheers.